Credit cards are a great tool, but choosing the right one depends on how you intend to use it. There are three main uses for a credit card: to make purchases, to transfer debts, or to reward your spending. If you have a large debt to pay off, a balance transfer card makes sense, and the key is to get the lowest rate you can. 0% balance transfers are widely available, but only last for a limited time. So if you can't pay the debt off in that time, make a note in your diary to remind you when to transfer it again. Also, watch out for balance transfer fees, which will charge a percentage of the total you transfer. You mustn't use a balance transfer card for new purchases because of negative payment hierarchy. This is when your repayments are used to cover your cheapest debts, typically the balance, leaving interest to rack up on your more expensive debts, such as purchases and cash withdrawals. If you're after a shopping card, look for one with 0% interest on purchases. These typically give you up to a year to pay off your debt with no added interest. Ensure you make your minimum payments each month and clear the balance within the interest-free period. Once this runs out, interest will be charged at your card's standard APR, which is usually around 18%. So if continually switching cards isn't for you, look for a card with a low variable rate. Just make sure you don't let the balance get too high, otherwise you could end up paying a lot of interest. Cashback cards are great if you pay your balance off in full each month. This type of card gives you a percentage of the cash you spend back as a reward. So, subject to caps, the more you spend, the more you get back. Some providers will charge an annual fee for cashback cards because they are costly to the company. So you need to work out if you'll use the card enough to outweigh the cost of the fee. If you're a frequent flyer or use the same store for your grocery shop each week, you could opt for a points reward card instead. However, with some of these cards, you can't cash in your points until you reach a minimum level, and that's often quite high. It can be hard to find a card to fulfill all your requirements, so keep an open mind, and you might need to get two cards, one for debts and one for purchases.